Alright, y'all. Exodus 1, aka Indigo Sky, aka Trigger Ranking. I want y'all to like, subscribe, share. Definitely hit the notification bell. If you like to support the channel, cash app in the description. If you like to follow me on any of the platforms, everything's at the top. With that being said, keep it show on the road, man. Hey, what's up, y'all? What's up, man? What's up? What's up? Somebody say I got nice music. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. About to play some more music. See what we got going with. Hey, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hear her voice, shake my window, sweet seducing stars, get me out into the nighttime, for walls won't hold me tonight. What's up? What's up? I don't know who that is. I can't. That's like, I don't know, that Chinese, Japanese, I don't know what that is, but how you doing? How you doing? Oh, y'all hit the like button. Subscribe, sub. Y'all wanna support? Cash app in the description, man. Let me know. Electric eyes are everywhere, everywhere. See that girl? She knows I'm watching. See that girl? She lights the way. Somebody said, "Do is because you think you look good." Maybe you think I look good. Yeah, like, oh God. You might think I look good. I don't know. Somebody say you do look good. Y'all funny in the chat. Hey, I love y'all. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all, man. Salute, salute. y'all coming from though? It's a little bit of human nature. I'm interested in where you coming from. Human nature, Alright, y'all, we're about to go to, let's see what we got going on in Teen Rhythm. Alright, y'all, we need a chill update. It said only two things in life that can't hurt a person is love and hurt. That might be true. Alright, y'all, so what we're gonna do the Chud update. We are reacting to Poetic Flacco. Y'all please go check out Poetic Flacco's channel. Great channel. He got his own opinion, good or bad, but we still fuck with Poetic. We fuck with bro. I'm doing good. Church or Chica or something like that.
Sean has a racist friend called Jake Lang. Jake Lang is the dude who goes around calling black people the N-word, who said black people don't deserve to live in America among white people, who said Carmelo Anthony should be hanging from a tree, who said black mothers are failures. That Jake Lang, who went to LA playing and got whooped on and sent to the hospital for trying to play them racist games outside the BT Award weekend, that Jake Lang. Go back, Impact, go back. That's the Impact building right there.
Good, man.
White Christian men are not going to sit around while you turn our children into a bunch of lovers.
Also learned about the arrest of far-right influencer Jake Lang. The pardoned January 6th rioter who lives in Florida made multiple appearances outside the Carmelo Anthony trial this week. He's now in Dallas County Jail on a $1 million bond and is facing charges of making terrorist threats.
So the only thing different between him, Jake, I don't know, Jake something. The only difference between him and Chud, they lower his bond for him to get out. So it is what it is.
That man, who don't even believe that black folks have the right to live in a new America, has finally found a black man low down enough to go to war with black folks on behalf of him. I never thought I'd see the day, man. Where
Hey, this is the reason why I like poetic, because it just be funny, bro. It's some funny shit. Like, it's funny how he try to break down this shit and show us how racism is systemic.
black man would be on YouTube going to war with black folks on behalf of Jake Lang. Shuck and jiving, self-hating, grifter, who is shameless enough to do such a thing. His name is Brandon Jamal. Now, Brandon Jamal is a man who's in his mid-40s, who used to make just straight up incel content, bruh. Walking around with diapers, making fun of single mothers. Like, that was his entire content. Just straight incel slop. But apparently he has made a pivot in content from incel slop to now he does low effort reaction videos where he just takes the anti-black stance every time and just straight up grift white supremacists. And I'm not surprised, yo, like the incel slop to self-hating white supremacists grifting,
Hey, what's
it's
up?
like a pipeline that I've seen way too often. But Brandon Jamal does a reaction video to Jake Lang going to the BET Awards with signs that depicting black people as gorillas while claiming black mothers are terrible. After, by the way, going viral for saying black people are N-words and we don't deserve to live among white folks, etc., etc. Now, Brandon Jamal has openly stated that he supports all of that. He believes that Jake Lang is a hero and that black folks are the villains in the situation.
And out of nowhere, ads start jumping all over the screen. No reason, no warning, just chaos. And your kids, they're already running to you screaming.
Hey, where y'all coming from? City, state, Providence, country. Let me know where y'all tapping in from. Appreciate y'all for tapping into the live. Thank you so much. Salute. Let's get it.
Situation.
We stand against the BET Awards. You disgust me. You disgust me. You're celebrating disgusting violent culture. The BET Awards is a celebration of sin, prostitution, drug dealing, armed robbery. We cannot coexist with the people that want to kill us and have been brainwashed by rappers.
All I want to know is where is the lie?
This man literally whistled, woo, where's the lie at? When Jay Lang said that black folks are violent, that we can't coexist among white folks because we want to murder them. And this man literally whistled and said, where's the lie at? I mean, where's the lie? This might be a new concept to you, Brandon Jamal, but there are bad apples of every group of people.
Brandon Jamal. I don't know who you like. It's a phrase that we say, nigga. Who raised you? I don't know who the fuck raised this man.
But the vast majority of those people are not dictated or defined by the bad apples, just like Brandon Jamal. So 75% of people who was caught in possession of child porn are white. 75% of them are white. I'm never gonna say, I mean, these people are possessing child porn. White folks have a child porn problem. White people should not be around kids. That would be called low IQ. That would be called being just mentally disabled. If you believe that the very small percentage of white folks who are caught with child porn should define all white people, and we should hold all white people for the sins of a small group of white folks. Just like, again, it's pretty dumb. It's pretty low IQ to say that the majority of black folks and their culture are defined by a small group of criminals who commit crimes. Are you dumb? Like, Like, yo, maybe, I don't know, bro, because I don't consider myself a smart guy. I don't think I'm a bright guy. I think I got common sense. And I feel like concepts like this should be pretty common sense.
Now look, yes, he's out there looking for attention, obviously. But when a man is right, a man is just right. Y'all know what this culture is. Y'all know exactly what this culture is, and you refuse to acknowledge it, so it will not get better. Your youth are getting dumber and more violent and more sexual, and they're having babies way before they're supposed to.
Sir, now facts might not be a strong suit, man, but the teen birth rate among black teens are down 34% in recent years. They're not going up. You're just a liar. If they are allowed to use YW Melly, Pooh Shiesty, and Lil Durk to define black culture, to eradicate all the good.
So I ain't gonna lie, I like the way Poetic basically redid the demographics, you know. On this subject, you know.
Greatness we bring to the world and strictly define it as criminal culture and violent culture, then why are we not allowed to use Jerry Sandusky, Jared Fogle, Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein to define Caucasian culture? Why are we not allowed to define that culture as child touching culture if y'all are allowed to define the character of black folks by the few? Huh? I think that's fair. Okay, if black culture is violent culture, then y'all culture is child touching culture. How about that?
They're having way too many babies out of wedlock. These women be 22 with 3 babies. You hear me? Because they're hypersexualized. I say it, excuse me, I say it all the time. Every single society has drug addiction, prostitution, violence, gang violence, murder, alcoholism, adultery. But they've taken the negative aspects of everybody's society and made that my black American culture. And we're talking about grown folks. We're not talking about 17-year-olds. Don't believe it? Look how warmly young Miami is received by a group of her kids. Grown scary ass niggas. Look at all these adults.
Meet Rosetta Stone Sapphire, the best way to learn a language for real. Sapphire's lessons are...
Brendan Jamal wants you to believe that Jake Lang is 100% correct when he says that black culture is violent culture, that black culture is degeneracy, and we're incapable of coexisting with white folks, so hence we should be kicked out the country. He wants you to believe that Jake Lang is correct about that because Young Miami got a hit song and that she's being celebrated through her resiliency. She's being celebrated for not really giving up when it was looking bad for her. But even if you believe what Young Miami is doing is bad for the culture, then okay, it's bad for the culture. But that don't mean the entire culture is that. Because I can tell you a Young Miami comparison. Have we forgotten about Pistol Annies? When white folks were celebrating Pistol Annies all across America, was we saying, man, white culture is gold digging culture, man? Man, white culture, gold digging culture, man. Have we forgotten Hell on Hills? Huh? I'm hell on hills, say what you will. I just let, man, come on, bro. Hell on Hills was literally Pistol Annies singing about finessing men out their credit cards, finessing men out of everything they got, finessing them, taking it all. When Pistol Annies glorify gold digging culture, when Pistol Annies glorify finessing men, do they say, oh my God, white culture, oh my God, bro, how could you be celebrating gold digging? Huh? But when Young Miami do it, now that speaks for all of black culture. Yo, utopians gotta get better at this, bro. I'll be real, yo, you will think that if you doing all that grifting and other white folks is putting that much money in your pocket, bro, you at least will have some type of convincing argument here, bro. But nothing you're bringing up makes sense. Judging the entire black culture by Young Miami as if, I don't know, something like Jasmine Sullivan don't exist. Judging the entire black culture by, I don't know, Pooh Shiesty and Lil Durk, right? As if Kirk Franklin and J. Cole don't exist. It's dumb. Okay, it's dumb. There are degenerates in every culture, but somehow only black culture is being defined by their degenerates and no other culture.
I mean, ass niggas that. But you niggas and moan and complain about unfair incarceration rates. Your culture is crime, stupid. Where are my scamming ass at? Yeah. Now he's a domestic terrorist for pointing out the obvious about black culture. You know what? Let's talk about this domestic terrorist claim. In 2023, there were over 19,000 homicides in America. Over 11,000 of them were black people, and most of those were done by black people. Well, let's talk about domestic terrorism. Let's talk about drill music, shall we?
There's about 49 million black people in America, even though the number may be closer to 60 million in some estimates due to like black folks not really participating in the census like that. But let's just say 49 million, that's the number on file. You just said that about half of 19,000 homicides, so let's say 9. After, let me give you the benefit of the doubt and say 10,000. So 10,000 people murdered people in America. 10,000 black folks murder somebody in America. And there are 50 million black folks, but yet you say 10,000 represents 50 million. Do you understand now how dumb that is? Like, do you not understand how dumb that is, bro? And Jake Lang is a literal domestic terrorist. What are you talking about? Jake Lang went to jail for 4 years before being pardoned by Donald Trump on terrorism charges. He was a part of the insurrection on January 6th. He tried to take over our country. Like, he's literally a domestic terrorist. Like, he literally went to jail and was convicted for it. But when it comes to you, when a white man is convicted of a crime, that don't count though. All right? The 49 million black folks who didn't murder somebody.
Bro said. So you was out there with no white folks on January 6th?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
This year, they're murderers, their culture is violent, their culture is degeneracy, even though they were not convicted of it. However, Jake Lang, who was literally convicted of domestic terrorism, he's not a domestic terrorist though. Bruh, you can't make it this obvious, man. You ain't never seen butter biscuits you didn't like. You ain't never seen a masa pillow that wasn't cold.
For sex. And I built this app because dating apps are exhausting, especially for women. You get hundreds of matches, but most of them go nowhere.
Which ain't nothing but I kill niggas and rap about it music. You don't call that domestic terrorism. But a man saying your culture is shit is domestic terrorism. You don't even hear yourself. You don't even think. You don't use what God gave you between your 2 ears, and you don't use the 2 ears. You just use your mouth and talk. Domestic terrorism. Let's talk about some damn domestic terrorism. Black culture is domestic terrorism. What the culture is obsessed with crime, sex, drugs, and alcoholism. The culture is destroying its own people from within. Black Black people in America are the fruit of a very intentionally planted poison tree. And I realized it when I was watching Straight Outta Compton.
I used to think like this when I was like a little younger, but I'm not talking about like being this deep into like this sellout culture. But I used to think, man, hip hop music, man, violent crime, man, we got a problem. But then I really sat with myself and said, hold on, this makes no sense. Right? Like with all the inventions, all the creations we have given the world, how much better we have left the world, how much we have offered to the world, our music, our culture, our customs, our inventions, everything. Where would the world be without Black people? Where will America be if we didn't literally create the economic foundation and structure? Do you understand when the white lion landed, they brought slaves on the white lion? You know why? Because the white folks said, hey, bruh, yo.
So look, when y'all stop at a red light, always remember it was a black man that made that light.
Bruh, this tobacco, bruh. Hey, yo, this is too much to harvest, bruh. The indentured service said, hey, bruh, the tobacco is too much for us, bro. We can't hit. The work is too hard dealing with tobacco. They brought slaves to deal with the tobacco because it was too hard for them. And then they transitioned to cotton. But it was on the backs of Black folks that the literal economic foundation and structure of the greatest country on planet Earth was built. We did that. Right? Black folks did that. So for you to sit here and say, oh my God, bro, Black folk don't got nothing to offer but violence and terror, huh? And and the majority of the consumer of the very same music that you're talking about is consumed by non-Blacks the most. Have you ever gone to a rap concert? Have you looked around a rap concert? What do you see?
White people.
70% white. So if the greatest consumers of that music is that, then what are you talking about? But y'all let me know in the comment section, man. What? Yeah,
we got it. Hey. Everybody go to Trap Lil Ross. Or tell you about Trap Lil Ross.
You're the boss of Tamu, aren't you? A scam company. Excuse me? I downloaded it and didn't get anything.
There's a terrifying trend going on all over the United States, and they're called teen takeovers. Look at this.
These teen takeovers are starting to look apocalyptic. I mean, look at this. These scenes all look like that famous scene in World War Z, a zombie movie.
Another teen takeover in downtown Detroit, and this time the violence ended with a shooting that left a 14-year-old child injured.
Here they are pushing back a police car in Chicago. Like, what is this? And then there's this in Norfolk, Virginia. This doesn't even look real.
A fiery, chaotic scene Sunday night on Redgate Avenue. New video shared with 10 on your sign shows a person doing donuts nearly hitting the bystanders recording. Then as people stand around, a firework is set off right on the road, barely missing those around it.
This woman couldn't believe what she was seeing from her home.
This is the shit that's going on our fucking block. Come outside, motherfuckers standing on top of your car, throwing ass, shaking ass. You tell them get up off of your car, they want to get fucking ignorant with you. Take y'all ass the fuck home.
So these teenagers are taking over whole blocks, whole streets. They're all getting together, and the police can't even stop them. They're doing their best. There's this one video going around that shows the police actually setting a trap to try and take down some teen takeovers on bikes. Look at this.
I hate these thug bicyclist gangs with a burning passion. You see this idiotic maneuver here? This is something they love to do, not only to cars, but to people too.
Whoa! Oh my God! Oh my my God!
When I was in Los Angeles, one of these losers did this to my pregnant wife's belly on a pedestrian walkway. I wasn't exactly paying attention at the moment, because if I had been, what I would have done to him. I'm supposed to be unbiased, so just forget about all that. In San Francisco, these bicyclists think they own the place.
New video this morning of a group of cyclists taking over the Bay Bridge yesterday afternoon. They were heading eastbound on the bridge, some popping wheelies, swerving through lanes. CHP motorcycle officers caught up to some of the cyclists. They were directed to the bike path, but a few of them made it all the way to the other side of the bridge before getting caught.
Look at this. It fills me with rage just looking at it. Well, police laid a trap for these teenagers, and they stepped right into it.
SFPD's Real-Time Investigation Center conducted surveillance on the group, providing intel and updates. The large group of bicyclists then attempted to enter the Bay Bridge via the Harrison Street off-ramp against traffic. SFPD and CHP units were able to successfully stop the group before they entered the freeway, and again stopped them from going back onto San Francisco streets as they rode back down the off-ramp.
Good, yes. Now finish them. Put them in a cell and let them never see the light of day again. Let's see what happened next.
The large group was detained, processed, and cited without incident. All bicycles were seized and stored by the CHP. 85 total citations were given, along with 85 bicycles stored.
That's it? You didn't make them suffer? Well, I hope they all learned a valuable lesson, or else.
They're not learning their lesson, all right? Things are actually getting worse. They've been getting worse and worse and worse and worse, and they've basically been causing a lot of problems in the city, and people are even getting killed at some of these incidents. So team takeovers, they've been happening more and more frequently. Initially, they were popping off in places like Chicago and DC, but they're spreading.
We got about 200 or 300 kids just running back and forth, jumping on cars, just fighting, taunting the police. And it got pretty bad to the point me and my team actually witnessed the little boy actually getting stumped out.
Yeah, this is just one of the many videos of wild brawls happening in the deep blue city of Chicago. Authorities are now sounding the alarm on teen takeovers by issuing a curfew enforcement. So far, 8 teens have been arrested, with an additional 24 getting hit with a curfew violation. It's not just happening in Chicago. Take a look at our nation's capital, suffering from a similar teen takeover, which eventually escalated to gunfire. And earlier this month, Los Angeles also erupted into similar takeovers involving unruly crowds blocking intersections, performing illegal car stunts, and vandalizing buildings. One ratty group even stormed a luxury apartment building, damaging the property and attacking the staff. These teen takeovers aren't anything new. In May of 2025, about 100 teens terrorized DC's Navy Yard, resulting in the brutal beating of an unidentified man. That was just the second teen takeover in that month alone. All right, Grant, I remember a song by Jason Aldean called Try That in a Small Town. It doesn't happen where I'm from. This doesn't happen in Nashville, Tennessee, that I know of. But it happens in D.C., it happens in L.A., it happens in Daytona at spring break. These teen takeovers are not just groups of teens kind of coming together extemporaneously. These are often planned. It's a social media call. They show up, and they create damage. So the question is it a parenting problem? Is it a law enforcement problem? Is it both? What do we do?
Well, it's a great point. I mean, where are their parents? And why are they getting to just go out and terrorize cities? In D.C., Tommy, they're freaking out because the curfew that was put in place because of that incident last year sunsets on April 15th. And the D.C. Council can't come up with enough votes now to simply extend it. The police, MPD, say, please extend it because it's still a thing. These flash mob, what?
Well, they keep showing this fight. I'm going to have to blur this fight twice now. It's pretty annoying. But you get the gist. It's absolutely out of control, and it's a mess. And people are actually getting killed at these teen takeovers. In Detroit last month, 2 teenagers were actually shot during another
Mo Value Meal. More choices, big value. All for $9.95.
67% of bellies will go unflocked this summer. Don't become a summer statistic. Get outside stats with Banana Boat.
Getting killed at these teen takeovers. In Detroit last month, 2 teenagers were actually shot during another incident that was similar to the ones you just.
Lewis, 2 teenagers shot just about a week apart during these mass gatherings in Detroit, and the most recent just last night on the west side. Last week, we spoke with 14-year-old Tavon Clark, who was shot in the chest after a fight broke out during a teen takeover downtown. On Saturday, the 17-year-old accused of pulling the trigger as
have been causing problems for weeks. Last month, Detroit Mayor Mary Sheffield announced a 6-point plan to address summer violence.
Hey man, hey, check this out, y'all. I want to give me something to eat. I'm about to tap on out of here. I got a lot of shit I got to do tomorrow. So. Hey man, appreciate y'all for tapping in with me. Like, subscribe, share. If you like to support the channel, Cash App in the description. Like to follow me on any other platforms. Everything on top of the YouTube. With that being said, get this show on the